Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today we're uncovering 10 tricks narcissists use to control conversations. If you've ever walked away from a talk feeling confused, manipulated, or like your voice didn't matter, you might have been dealing with someone using these subtle tactics. Knowing how narcissists twist communication is the first step to protecting your peace and regaining control of your own narrative. Number 1. Constantly interrupting. Narcissists hate not being the center of attention, and one of the easiest ways for them to take back control of a conversation is by interrupting. They don't just cut in to add value. They do it to redirect the focus back to themselves. If you're sharing something personal or meaningful, they'll often hijack the moment with their own story, or simply talk over you. It's not about connecting. It's about dominance. And over time, it trains you to speak less, doubt your voice, and shrink yourself around them. Number 2. Subtle undermining. This one's tricky because it doesn't always sound mean. It can come off like a joke, a friendly correction, or even fake concern. But the goal is the same: to make you second-guess yourself. A narcissist might say things like, "You always overthink stuff," or "Are you sure that's what happened?" These little digs plant doubt. They chip away at your confidence and make you more dependent on their version of reality. That way, they keep the upper hand. Number 3. Changing the subject when they're losing. Narcissists hate being wrong. So when a conversation starts to reveal their flaws or hold them accountable, they'll suddenly pivot. You might bring up something they did that hurt you, and within seconds, they've changed the subject to something you did 6 months ago. It's not a coincidence. It's a tactic called diversion, and it's meant to make you forget why you were upset in the first place. They escape blame by shifting the spotlight, and if you're not careful, you'll start defending yourself instead of standing your ground. Number 4. Playing the victim. Even when they're the ones causing harm, narcissists are masters at flipping the script. You can call them out respectfully, and somehow you'll end up feeling like the bad guy. They might say, "I guess I can't do anything right," or "Everyone's always against me." This tactic is emotionally exhausting because it pulls on your empathy. You stop asserting your needs and start comforting them, just like they want. Number 5. Gaslighting your reality. Gaslighting is one of the most dangerous tricks a narcissist uses. It's when they make you question your own memory, feelings, or sanity. You might say, "You yelled at me yesterday," and they'll respond with, "That never happened," or "You're imagining things." Over time, you start relying on their version of events because yours feels unstable. It's not just manipulation, it's psychological warfare. And it keeps you stuck in their control. Number 6. Overtalking you with confidence. Sometimes it's not what they say, it's how they say it. Narcissists often dominate conversations with sheer force. They speak louder, faster, and with more conviction, even if they're wrong. This creates the illusion that they must know what they're talking about. If you're more thoughtful or reserved, it can be hard to push back. You start doubting your instincts because they seem so sure of theirs. But confidence doesn't equal truth, and volume doesn't equal value. Number 7. Giving backhanded compliments. This is one of the most passive-aggressive ways a narcissist maintains control. It sounds like praise on the surface, but carries an insult underneath. Things like, "You look great today, for once," or "I'm surprised you actually got it right this time." These comments confuse you emotionally. You want to feel good, but something feels off. That's the point. It puts you on shaky ground and keeps them in the superior position. Number 8. Monopolizing the conversation. When a narcissist is talking, they don't want a dialogue. They want a stage. They'll go on and on about themselves, their problems, their opinions, without ever asking about you. If you try to shift the focus, they'll either steer it back or act disinterested. It's exhausting because it feels like a performance you're forced to watch. And if you're empathetic, you might keep listening out of politeness. But the reality is, they're not sharing to connect. They're sharing to control the narrative. Number 9. Using silence as a weapon. Not all control comes from talking. Sometimes, narcissists use silence to punish or intimidate. You might say something they don't like, and suddenly they go cold. They won't respond to your texts, ignore you in person, or give you that chilling silent treatment. This creates anxiety and guilt, making you more likely to apologize, even when you didn't do anything wrong. Their silence isn't about reflection, it's about power. Number 10. Twisting your words. This might be the most frustrating of all. You say something simple, and they twist it into something you never meant. You might say, "I felt hurt when you canceled," and they'll respond with, "So you're calling me a terrible person?" They distort your message so they can argue against something you didn't actually say. It derails the conversation and makes you feel like you're constantly defending yourself. And once again, they win by keeping you off balance. What makes narcissistic conversation tactics so dangerous is how normal they can seem at first. But over time, they drain your self-worth and make you doubt your voice. The power lies in noticing these patterns early and trusting your own perception. You deserve to be heard, respected, and understood, and no one has the right to control that. Have you ever experienced one of these tactics in a conversation? Which one stood out the most to you? Let's talk about it in the comments. I want to hear your story. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.